Mark Oliver Everett is the American lead singer, songwriter, guitarist, keyboardist and sometime drummer of the independent rock band Eels. Also known as E., Everett is known for writing songs tackling subjects such as death, mental illness, loneliness and unrequited love. Biography: Mark Oliver Everett is the son of physicist Hugh Everett III, originator of the many worlds interpretation of quantum theory and of the use of Lagrange multipliers for general engineering optimizations. Everett's maternal grandfather is Harold "Kid" Gore, a legendary men's basketball, football and baseball coach at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. In 1987, Everett moved from his family home in Virginia and resettled in California. There, Everett began his professional musical career with two major label albums, A Man Called E and Broken Toy Shop. The pseudonym E was used for both of these early recordings. While it may have caused some confusion in record stores and radio stations, the single-letter name gave the press a playful handle. This playfulness was evident in a review by the eminent writer Daniel Levitin which began, "Excellent eponymous effort, energizingly eclectic. Early enthusiasm effectively ensures E's eminence." A Billboard magazine review of his second album was similarly positive. In July 2014 Everett was given the Freedom of the City of London, at a ceremony held prior to his concert at the Barbican. Everett's family Everett's family has been an inspiration to him, for example the song Things the Grandchildren Should Know, and the song 3 Speed, referencing the writings of his sister Liz. Everett made a documentary about both his father's theory and his own relationship with his father entitled Parallel Worlds, Parallel Lives for the BBC that was aired on the PBS series Nova in 2008. Everett's father, Hugh, died of heart failure when Everett was 19. His sister, Elizabeth, committed suicide in 1996, and in 1998 his mother, Nancy Everett copyright E. Gore, died of lung cancer. Following these tragedies, Everett and the Eels released Electroshock Blues in 1998. His cousin, Jennifer Lewis copyright E. Gore, was a flight attendant on the plane that struck the Pentagon during the September 11, 2001 attacks. The plane struck the side of the Pentagon where his father had worked, and Everett remarks in his autobiography that he wonders whether the plane hit his father's old office. In 2000 he married Anna, a Russian dentist he met at a salad factory which doubled as a psychologist's offices. The song What Is This Note? On the Sal Jacker album is in tribute to the happy days in the early days of the marriage. The marriage ended after 5 years. Although he titled his autobiography Things the Grandchildren Should Know, he does not have any children of his own. Career: Everett has used everything from a toy piano and his early symphony for a toy piano and G minor to hammers on a radiator as percussion in 1998's Cancer for the Cure. Despite his constant denials, he is suspected of being the man behind MC Hunky, who released the album I Am the Messiah in 2003. Everett's music has also been featured on a number of films, including American Beauty, Road Trip, Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Holes, Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek the Halls, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, The Big White Hot Fuzz, as well as most of the music in Yes Man. During 2005, Everett and his ad hoc Eels went on tour promoting his album, Blinking Lights and Other Revelations. It was during this recording that he worked with longtime hero and influence Tom Waits. In November 2007, Everett published his autobiography, entitled Things the Grandchildren Should Know. The 2007 BBC Scotland/BBC4 television documentary Parallel Worlds, Parallel Lives, followed Everett as he talked to physicists and his father's former colleagues about his father's theory. The documentary won a Royal Television Society Award on March 19, 2008. The documentary was shown in lieu of a support act during their UK, US, Irish and Australian tours in the spring of 2008. In the US, the PBS program Nova broadcast the documentary in October 2008. The seventh Eels studio album Hombre Lobo, 12 Songs of Desire was released on June 2, 2009. On January 19, 2010, Everett released his eighth Eels album, entitled End Times, which deals with themes of aging and divorce. On August 23, 2010, Eels released a ninth album, Tomorrow Morning, which represents the final part of the trilogy begun by Hombre Lobo. Everett plays an acoustic version of the Eels tune What I Have to Offer unregistered trademark in a deleted scene from This Is 40, and follows his performance by telling Rudd unregistered trademark's record executive character that the band has decided to sign a contract with a competing label. On February 4, 2013, the 10th album of Eels, Wonderful, Glorious, was released, followed by the cautionary tales of Mark Oliver Everett, released only a year later on April 21, 2014. Discography. References. External links. Healy, Pat, Nova unregistered trademark came for his soul. Eels frontman on the healing power of a science doc about his dad, Metro newspaper, October 21, 2008. FLYP Media, interactive profile on Eels songwriter, about his memoir, November 25, 2008.